Yay, we're live. What's up, everyone? This is a very impromptu video. I'm in the studio today with the gorgeous Bree, and we are actually creating some content today for my Instagram. So I thought it'd be really fun to jump on here and showcase some of the new AIIR products. So Bree is gorgeous. She has this very fine textured hair though. She has a lot of it, but it's very fine texture, very similar to my own hair texture. So I wanted to showcase the new texture Mousse by AIIR Professional. So if you guys are just learning about AIIR, this is actually a product line that I have developed. It was a 3-year in the works project, and all the products are actually available now. So the texture Mousse is one of my favorites, and it was the hardest to get out to market. So if you can imagine a dry shampoo foam and a mousse had a baby, that's what the texture Mousse is. So basically I wanted to create it kind of almost for my own selfish reasons, because I was finding that after working out or doing my hot yoga, that my hair was just so oily, and I wanted something to work in my hair that was almost like a preventative to oily and greasy hair. So I made it for that reason. And then also when I'm on location creating content with my brides, or I don't know, just like in the studio, I wanted a way to create a lot of volume without having to take it wet to dry. So you can actually use the texture Mousse on dry hair, and then you blow dry it in for tons of volume. So again, you can see her hair, very fine. We are going to go ahead and brush it back and then just blow dry it in, and then add some curls with another hair product. So again, brushing it back. All right, and so this is an upright mousse, just like that, like a good old dollop here. It's actually infused with volcanic ash. So everything in the AIIR line has holistic elements in it, as far as like crystals or lion's mane mushroom, green tea. So the whole line, again, has those holistic elements that have also been scientifically proven to like moisturize the hair or add vitamins, but the crystal element is something completely different and very refreshing. So really kind of different. So again, I'm gonna use a little bit more in here, and you can see immediately after blow drying this in her hair that it's just going to create so much volume and texture. So I'm going to blow dry it for a little bit now. I'm just going to use my Dyson. No, I'm not sponsored by them. I just really love Dyson. Blow drying this in, really picking it up at the root, because that's where you want a lot of that volume. The great thing about this too is, since she has that fine hair, volcanic ash is actually going to give it a little bit more grit to it, and almost like a little bit more substance, so it kind of expands the hair a little bit too. Just getting in there. You can see that she's obviously getting a lot of volume at this point. And so when we create our content today, which is going to be really great, we're going to have that longevity to our volume all day because of the product in there. So really great. So you always want to blow dry it the opposite way it's going to lay. So you get that volume in there. I'm going to go through with a round brush and definitely smooth it out momentarily. We are going to see what this is. Maybe, oh my gosh, no. Little failure there. You guys, this is the second time I've done this. I'll obviously keep it on my video playlist so you guys can reference to. So you can see, look at all that volume she has. I'm gonna add a little bit more in this area. So after actually kind of playing around with it and blow drying it, if there's like little areas that still feel a little silky, you want to go ahead and add a tiny bit more of the texture mousse in there. So Put it in my palms, kind of, when you kind of use your palms and emulsify it, it almost turns into a cream, which is really nice. So again, we're just gonna focus in that root area and then blow dry and then curl it. So if you guys have any questions at all, feel free to ask, even if the video isn't live anymore. Again, I'll go ahead and keep this, but I just really wanted to showcase the texture mousse. I just got it in like last week. I've been working on it for several years. Feels like forever, and we finally are selling it. So really excited. But what's great too is if she wanted to like work out later, she'll have all that volume in there, kind of locked in there from the texture foam or the texture mousse, because it almost acts as a dry shampoo foam in there. Going through. And she's such a good sport for actually allowing me to do this on the fly. Okay, I'm just gonna do some round brushing now. I'm gonna take larger sections because I'm gonna use a large round brush. So key to round brushing is you always wanna take sections that are very close to the size of the round brush. You don't want it too much larger. That way that you can kind of get like an effective round brush. So you can see the round brush is quite large. The section is quite large as well. We're just gonna blow dry some of that foam in there. And you guys definitely let me know if you guys want me to do any lives in the future on anything. Again, this is super impromptu. We're in the studio anyway. So I've done one stream video ages ago about talking about AIIR, the product line. So I just thought this was a fun opportunity to kind of show you guys some of it. There's 8 products in the line, which is really exciting. And they range from hairspray, spray shine, a texture spray, the texture foam, what am I missing? Smoothing cream, styling paste, a pomade, and then a hair and energy refresher. And then 2020, we'll have an oil and we'll have shampoo and conditioner. So really exciting stuff. So I'm gonna turn here a little bit. Just gonna pick it up at the root here. I'll actually change hands so you guys can see. See how that volume she got, you guys? Well, I won't bore you with blow drying. I'll just do a couple more sections and jump off. Maybe throw a couple curls in there so you can see that as well. But I just, again, wanted to talk about the texture mousse for fun. And I just felt like Bree's the perfect model for this because she has a lot of hair, but it's very silky. Look at that volume. So it's very silky. And anytime that you have silky, healthy hair, sometimes you don't get that volume because you almost need that texture to it. So adding a mousse in there will just kind of coarsen it up, allowing her to have lots of volume. So she was the ideal model for this. Definitely let me know if you guys want me to do any more of these. Do a couple more sections here. I know this is kind of random on a what, a Wednesday? No, Tuesday. So I don't even know what day it is. And if you've been wondering where I've been a little MIA from posting YouTube videos. This is what I've been up to, is developing AIIR. It's AIIR professional. I'll put the link below. But yeah, again, it's a 3-year project that finally is coming to fruition. You can definitely put it on wet hair too. I just wanted to put it on Bree's dry hair so you can see that you can apply it on dry hair. Section here. And then we're going to do all sorts of fun styles today. I'm thinking kind of gearing up towards holiday styles, but more like festival, maybe kind of like edgy festive looks. You might throw some hair extensions in there for fun. You guys can see all that volume she has now compared to the beginning. And then after this, we're going to curl it and then get to work on our content. This section. What I should have done is I should have showed one side compared to the other. But you guys, if you were to here to feel her hair, again, you can tell that it has so much more grit and texture to it. So when I create a braid and kind of pull it out and do some fun things, it's gonna hold all day. So anyways, definitely check out the mousse. I'm gonna go ahead and curl it now in a separate video that I'm gonna actually post on Instagram. And yeah, check out AIIR Professional, super cool. AIIR Professional, and we actually have a YouTube where we're going to create a lot of different tutorials, and that is about it. It did make a big difference, I promise you, and yeah, we're going to have fun today. Anyways, that was super fun, being very impromptu, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out. Bye. Yes.